Rebound relationships and individuation. When you leave a long relationship, you often feel both broken and alive at the same time. Broken because you've lost stability, security, or years of investment, and alive because suddenly there is a possibility or freedom. So sometimes, right in that fragile moment, someone new appears. And this connection feels electric. You talk for hours, everything seems faded, and you start to believe, oh, this is why it didn't work out before. This new person is my real destiny. This is what we call a rebound relationship. At first, it feels like healing, but soon, patterns of inconsistency, lack of commitment begin to emerge. And the very person who seemed to save you now feels unreliable, and you're left asking, what was the point of this? Why did I have to go through it? So, what's the psychology behind rebounds? Rebound relationships serve very real psychological functions. Emotional anesthesia. They numb the grief. Instead of crying over what you lost, you're flooded with novelty and excitement. Then, ego repair. After rejection, suddenly you're wanted again. Your sense of attractiveness and value returns. Something you couldn't have before, some desires you project onto the new partner, and they seem to embody the life you've been missing. But here's the paradox. The rebound partner rarely delivers what they promise. And that disappointment is part of the process. From a Jungian lens, rebound relationships are full of archetypal figures. The former partner is the archetype of the old king, a figure of stability and control who eventually restricts your growth. The rebound partner is the wanderer or trickster, exciting, inspiring, disruptive. They awaken parts of us that were long asleep, but they don't stay. And the hidden figure is the inner child or inner daughter, the new life we're meant to birth within ourselves. So the trickster doesn't appear to save us, he appears to shake us awake. With one hand, he gives attention, inspiration, resources like support for a dream, and with the other, he withholds, keeps secrets, avoids responsibility. So, why does the wanderer do this? Psychologically, because he himself is divided. He wants the glow of intimacy but fears commitment. Archetypally, because his task is not to fulfill us, but to disrupt the illusion that fulfillment can come from another person. One of the clearest portrayals of a rebound is in Eat, Pray, Love. Elizabeth, played by Julia Roberts, leaves her marriage feeling suffocated and empty. Almost immediately, she throws herself into a passionate rebound with a younger man. And the relationship feels intoxicating. He represents freedom, vitality, but beneath the passion, it's unstable. Young lover cannot give her grounding that she longs for. Eventually, it collapses and she's devastated. But that relationship wasn't a mistake. It was a bridge. It awakened her hunger for more life, more passion, more authenticity. It pushed her onto the journey to spiritual growth, self-discovery, and true individuation. So the rebound didn't fail her. It initiated her. It forced her to stop outsourcing her wholeness to a man and instead begin the work of finding it within herself. So the turning point in every rebound is the collapse of illusion. At first, everything feels magical, but then the cracks appear. And here's what this collapse really teaches us. The passion was never theirs. It was yours. In the beginning, you feel electrified in their presence, but over time you realize it wasn't their magic. It was your own soul waking up after being suppressed, and the rebound partner simply held up the mirror. So you see that this aliveness belongs to you. And the dream was a projection. Maybe you dreamed of building a business or having a child or living with more freedom. In the rebound, it feels like they're the one who will unlock that future. But when they fail to support it, you're confronted with the truth. The dream was never theirs to carry. It was always your responsibility. And the collapse withdraws the projection and returns the dream to its rightful owner, you. And the wound of betrayal, when they lie, hide, or betray, it cuts deeply. But this pain shows you your own unhealed places, the fear of being replaceable, envy of youth, maybe ache of rejection. And it makes you face these shadows not as external enemies, but as inner wounds asking for integration. then your dependency is exposed. As long as you believe they're the source of your wholeness, you remain dependent. When the illusion falls apart, when they say, I can't give you what you want, you are forced to stand on your own. Painful? Yes, but it is the birth of your autonomy. So this collapse of an illusion is not the end of the story. It is the point of the story. It is the breaking of the spell that returns you to yourself. This is where we connect to Jung's concept of individuation. It is the lifelong process of becoming whole. It means integrating the unconscious with the conscious, the shadow with the persona, the inner feminine and masculine. It is the work of becoming your true self beyond roles, projections, masks. Rebounds accelerate individuation because they're projections on fire. We pour our unlived life onto another person, and then this projection comes back to us with force. The energy we thought was theirs returns as our own if we're willing to claim it. This is why rebounds feel devastating, because it's not just a breakup. It is the shattering of a projection that carried enormous psychic weight, and yet that very collapse is what propels individuation forward. So rebounds feel cruel, but if we look through a Jungian lens, we see something different. The rebound partner was never meant to be the destination. They were the threshold, guardian. Their role was to awaken what was dormant in you and then fail you so that you would be forced to awaken it in yourself. And this is the paradox. The pain you wish had never happened becomes the very catalyst for individuation. And individuation is not about finding the one outside, it's about becoming whole inside. So if you've suffered through a rebound, don't dismiss it as wasted time. Think of Julia Roberts in Eat, Pray, Love. The rebound wasn't her forever, it was her initiation. And the same may be true for you. Your heartbreak was not punishment, it was the breach carrying you back to your own soul.